conditional or unconditional. In my case, it was unconditional. You know, smart Ivan. I'm joking, but hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nadia Naomi. If it's the first time my video, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. I don't know why I'm still ramping, but anyways guys, welcome back to my channel. How have you been doing? How's life treating you? How's school? How's work? I hope you're doing okay, and I trust you're doing well. In today's video, because I've seen a lot of videos, people have like talked about it. I've read so many articles where people have explained the process, simple way of explaining the process. I just thought, let me do a video about it. Like, I've been getting a lot of questions regarding it on my social media, regarding like, you know, the process, how it's been done. And I'm like, you know what, there's a reason why these people are asking. I've got my little notebook here where I've written all my, you know what, and I'm just gonna go talk to you guys through the process. If I keep looking down, excuse me, I'm looking at my notes because, you know, I don't want to leave anything or leave any stone unturned. So I'm gonna talk to you guys through the process. So studying in the UK, it's very like, it's a good opportunity. It opens doors for opportunities to come to the UK alone, legally obviously, to study. You know, it's like a stepping stone, bigger things, you know, whatever it is you have for your career. I am gonna say, obviously I wasn't born here. When I came here straight on in studying and everything, you know, into university now, and I have taken, what's the word, I have grabbed on so many opportunities which has benefited me. Is that a word? Which I kind of benefit from it a lot, and it built me up, it developed me, improved a lot of my skills, especially communication skills. I can't lie, I wasn't so great when it comes to communication, but this country helped me a lot. So yeah, first of all, the first point in the process of studying in the UK is to decide on a course and a university you would like to actually study in. So you know, this, when people say decide on a course, not just saying, oh, I want to do this course, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. You have to like do your research, read a lot about this course that you want to do, because when it comes to deciding on a course, research your university. My advice is, I would say have like 10 choices of universities first. Make sure all universities have the course that you want to do. From your research, you compare the entry requirements, the fees, how is accommodation being done in each university, the process of how it's being done. See how each university do their things to know which one's gonna be easy for me. You need to know about location. Again, obviously you don't live here, you don't know much about locations here, but you can search on Google. Let's start in points. Let's say London to this place. How far is it? To be honest, you're not gonna like, I don't know, you might have a family member here. Ask them, you know, what is it about this university? Go on YouTube. There's a lot of YouTube videos where people talk about their universities, where people talk about how their accommodation is, where people talk about their own course, whatever course it is you want to study. People talk about it. You know, do your research, watch videos, ask questions, reach out to people on social media. Like, oh, I see you doing this course, you know, can I ask anything about it, this university? You know, what's your advice, what's your take on so and so? Do you know what I mean? So do your research, then decide on a course. Compare the universities, compare the courses of each university. And on this deciding of course and uni, I would say that you need to check the entry requirements very well. You need to check it very thoroughly, because each uni entry requirements is different. There's some that require UCAS points, some require you to have a certain kind of should I say certificate, or like grade or degree or something. I don't know if it's called degree. It's a degree, something like that. They require you to have some certain things. Some of them require you to have GCSE. But some of them require you, if you don't have that, some of them I say, oh, at least have functional skills level 2, which in my case was what I had, because when I came here I was 16 and I couldn't go to secondary school, so I did functional skills level 1 and 2. So it's all different for different universities. So you need to do your research, you need to watch videos, you need to ask people, ask questions. If no one answers you, someone else will. Always ask questions. That's my take on that. The next point is, after you've done your research, you've searched your university, you now, what I would say is, you will now, out of your 10 choices, you will now tone it down. You now bring it down to like 5 choices. I'm gonna get the reason why I said 5 choices. You will now tone it down to 5 choices of your universities that do the course, that the entry requirements make sense, that the fees make sense. Because I can't lie to you, international students, you guys pay a lot to study abroad. So you need to make sure that everything makes sense. Those are your 5 choices, and then that's when you apply, which is going to take me to my next point, which is to register and to apply for the course. So now application is 2 different ways, or should I say 3 different ways. The first one would be to apply through UCAS. The second one would be through clearing, and the third one would be you apply straight to the university, directly to the universities. So now through UCAS, it's called a University and College Admission Service. So UCAS is where you pull 5 choices, and it requires you to put 5 choices of university and the course in, and then you do the application and submit it. And you, mind you, at the end of the application on UCAS, you pay a certain fee for the application, and then you wait on your on the university decision after they've gone through everything. I'm gonna do a video regarding UCAS on its own, so I can go in depth regarding it, explaining how the application goes in depth. And then the next one is clearing. Clearing is when all deadlines are kind of met. So obviously you're applying late now, so you can go through clearing. Sometimes UCAS takes you through clearing. I'm gonna explain that to you. One of the deadlines takes you through clearing. So yeah, and then the third one is application straight to the universities. Most people do this. You just call the university straight away. I want to apply for social course. How do I go about it? I want to make inquiry regarding a certain course. How do I go about it? How do I apply? Is there any form I need to fill in? Do I need to speak to someone? Is there anything I need to do online? Is there anything that's required of me for me to apply for certain course? It's, as always, it's good to ask questions. No question is stupid, because you're really curious. You want to know something, so you ask questions. You know what I mean? So yeah, the next point is quite easy. It's quite straightforward. It's when it's now time for you to accept the next process, the next step into your process of applying to a university in the UK, is when you now have to accept your offer. So offer can be conditional and unconditional. Conditional in the sense that you're doing a course correctly, so you have to meet the criteria of that course for you to now be accepted into the university. So that's conditional, because they need to now see your grade. Like for example, if what you're doing is your maths and English functional skills, they've accepted you, but you still need to meet a certain criteria, which they know, okay, you're currently doing it. So after you've submitted the certificate of you attaining this certificate, or this whatever course it is you're doing, then they can now say, right, okay, you're fully now accepted. I hope I'm making sense. So it's more of the university is awaiting something from you. They have accepted you, they've given you an offer. No, they haven't accepted, they've given you an offer, but you need to obviously accept it. On UCAS, when you've given an offer, you always choose my first choice and second choice. So lucky if wherever you put as first choice is the uni you wanted to go to, good. And then you now check is it conditional or unconditional. In my case, it was unconditional. Smart Ivan, I'm joking. But unconditional, you don't need to give them anything. You just need to accept straight away, and that's it, and then you move on to the next step. But conditional, they are expecting something from you, basically. Sometimes it's always some kind of proof of certificate for something that was in your application that you need to give to them to say, okay, I've completed this, now can we move on to the next step? So yeah, in terms of receiving your offer, you can receive your offer in different ways. Sometimes for international students, you might get emails. So obviously your email should be like your Instagram, the first thing you check when you wake up. It should be like your social media, it should be like your TikTok. That's what your email should be like, because you never know. So you get email sometimes, and then on UCAS you get email, and then you can always check the progress of your application on UCAS. That's why I applied through UCAS. Even when you're in the country, you use UCAS. So I applied through UCAS, and I can always go in with my ID and check the progress of my the status or progress of my application. So obviously you would get a text or notification from the UCAS that says obviously you've been given an offer from so and so. You will always get email from UCAS as well, so you can then log in and then see, oh, who's giving me offer? Do I need to choose? Is this why? Sometimes in my situation, there was a situation where there was a university that actually gave me an offer unconditional, but they were like, okay, with my grade I can't do nursing, but I can do some next course and then I can always transfer in level 2. And I was like, nah, that's not what I wanted to do. But thankfully my first choice, which is the uni I'm currently in, gave me an offer for nursing, mental health nursing. So yay for me. So obviously sometimes it's good to always check the status of your application, because yeah, that's I'll always say, just have your email on your phone everywhere. Your email has to be, sometimes people can't check their email on their phone, and I don't understand that. Or when you want to check your email, you're telling me, oh, I have to log into my computer, I have to go on a computer. You can download, just have it on your phone. It's easy, okay? Some universities, some courses that you might have applied for might require you to do an interview. So obviously you need to plan yourself, you need to get yourself ready for an interview. You need to, be prepared. What kind of question would they ask me? What kind of thing can I get ready? And mind you, on UCAS, like I said, I will give detailed explanation, another video regarding it. They do ask for, you do have to write about yourself, experience regarding stuff, your education, your literally everything about yourself, just bigging yourself up, I can't lie, but tailored to the course you want to apply for, which is personal statement on UCAS. So you need to put that in mind. You need to put it in mind, would this course require me to do an interview? And if you're abroad, just know the interview is going to be on the phone or on Zoom or Teams. So obviously it's kind of got a nice benefit to it, if that makes sense. Interview online is not as nerve-wracking as in person, I'll tell you that. The next point, I'm gonna merge the last 2 points together, which is arranging for your funding and applying for your visa. Now this is the part where a lot of people stress out, which is why I always advise to do your research on time, early. Even if it's like next year you want to start going to uni, or in 2 years time, have all your informations ready. Everything is ready. You know what this says, you know what this entails, you know what this requires you to do. Then arrange for your funding. You research and check for scholarship eligibility. You can be eligible for a certain kind of scholarship. So every university is different, let me tell you that. Every university is different regarding their scholarship eligibility. So you need to check, again, like I said, always research, different requirements of different universities, the requirements of different universities. Do you give scholarship in this university? What would be the requirements? I'm an international, I would be an international student. What would I be required of to be eligible for a scholarship? Are there any scholarship you just get as an international student where you don't need to apply or do anything? The reason, and like I said, I'm gonna merge this point together, is this arranging for your funding is mainly funding for your visa as well, funding for your flight. And yeah, that brings me to the last point. Obviously you need to apply for visa, and make sure before you even start applying for universities, you check your passport is not about to expire, because people tend to forget that. Check your passport is not about to expire. Then obviously apply for visa, you get it, you book your flight, and you can get packing to come to the UK to study. So that's the end of this video. That's the end of my point. But bottom line is research. Bottom line is watch videos, ask questions, send emails. This country, they love emails. They love emails, and you bombard them with emails, ask them questions, call them if you can. You need to arrange funding for your accommodation. You need to arrange funding for your transport to come here. From the flight, you're not just gonna walk all the way to accommodation. You might need to take train, you might need to take taxi. You need to arrange all of those stuff step by step. Yeah, bottom line is to just research. You can never, don't you ever get tired or sick of researching, because you know what you're looking for, you know what you want. So don't get tired of researching or looking for what it is. Always ask questions. Always ask questions. Okay guys, so that'll be the end of my point. I hope this video was very helpful. I try to talk in very, very simple English. You know, I try to explain it in a way where anyone would understand it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Don't just watch and move on to the next video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share it with, you know, people you feel like might be interested in wanting to study abroad, or especially in the UK. So make sure you share this video with them, and follow me on my social media as well. And yeah, and if you want to have a one-to-one with me as well regarding all of this, you can always let me know, and I always schedule like Zoom kind of like talk where, you know, different people come together and then we talk about things and see how we can progress from one stage to another. So I will see you guys in my next video, and don't make this be your last time of seeing my face. Make sure you subscribe so you can get notified anytime I upload a new video. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.